What's going on, my trainer club? Today we're going to check out the top tips for Weedle Comday in Pokemon Go to make sure you fully maximize on one of the best bonuses that could be there during this event. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you excited to get after Shiny Weedle this weekend? I'm excited, guys. This is a new Shiny, one that we don't have, and I really like the shiny green of the Kakuna as well as the Beedrill. So the Weedle is not incredibly different, but obviously it's gonna have a slight color variation for you guys to check out. But the Kakuna, once you evolve it, and the Beedrill are starkly different. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Did you vote for this? Are you excited? Because then we also have next month, which I do believe that Ghastly came into second place. So for all those Ghastly fans out there, for everybody that voted for that, I really wanted the Squirtle to go into Blastoise with the Aura Sphere because it was gonna be a really boss move. However, it is what it is. So now let's get into all the details as far as the Comday to make sure you know what's coming in Pokemon Go. So the timing of the event is going to be Saturday, June 20th from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. local time. You don't want to miss this event, even if you don't like the Weedle. Trust me, guys. When we get into the bonuses, which we are transitioning into now, you guys are going to see why you do not want to miss it. So we have 3-hour incense spawns. We're still in the play from home mode. So the lure modules will not be 3 hours. It will be your incense that is 3 hours. So you're gonna need a total of 2, which we will go over in my top tips. But the most important thing is that we are gonna be able to get 3 times catch Stardust. Something that is the most valuable bonus that we can get in the game. And since it's gonna be a total of 6 hours, guys, you wanna get after this as much as possible. It is super, super important. Do not let this go by without you playing. And if you're working or you can't play, at least have your auto catcher on in the background, catching with star pieces stacked up. Obviously, the Weedle's spawning everywhere. You can have snapshots, which is probably gonna give you up to 5, which will include a shiny potential snapshot. Once the Pokemon is shiny in the snapshot, it will appear on the map in the game as a shiny. And you can then click on it and encounter it, and it will stay there until you catch it, similar to as the snapshots do for the Smeargle. And finally, during the entire time and 2 hours after, we will have the ability to evolve Beedrill with Drill Run. So from Kakuna to Beedrill, if you evolve it during the time, the 6 hours during the event, or the 2 hours after, for a total of 8 hours of evolution, you can get Beedrill with the Drill Run, which is pretty powerful, and it does bump the Beedrill up quite significantly in the Go Battle League. But without further ado, we are now going to transition to my top tips to make sure you guys know everything you need to do to max out in Pokemon Go. Starting off with tip number 1. The tip number 1 is going to be, are you excited about this? I'm excited, so let's get prepped. Here we go. We need Ultra Balls, Great Balls. The reason why I suggest you guys getting Ultra and Great Balls is because it's easier to catch the Pokemon. They don't break out as much, and it makes your day go a lot smoother and quicker. So having more upside on the Ultra and Great Balls, I would say whatever you've done on the last 2 Comdays, make sure to take that into account for this one because you want to catch even more on this one. You want to be in a downtown area, which we will talk about as well. As far as the items go, you're going to need 2 incenses, so that's one thing. And then you're going to need 12 star pieces, guys, because it goes 30 minutes for a total of 6 hours, and you can stack it. We no longer need to have the timers, is all you do is keep putting them on, and the time will keep stacking and rolling, so you can do that. And as far as the incenses go and stacking those, we will check that out in a later tip. You also are going to want to clear out your bag. Guys, if you're at 3,500 spaces minimum, you don't want to be going through with 50 or 100 spaces and clearing out every 20 to 30 minutes. It's not going to be efficient, especially trying to maximize out on this Stardust. And you can also, if you listen to me, stack up on your 10-kilometer eggs or hatch your 10-kilometer eggs, which will be at the start of the event, because although we are not getting double hatch Stardust or triple hatch Stardust, 10-kilometer eggs on a star piece, 9 of them are really going to do a positive thing for your bag. And then finally, since we're a couple days away still, I am going to recommend that if you guys have not listened to me stacking your tasks, you're going to want to continue this. If you have listened or if you haven't, start right now, because this is not a joke. Catching second evolution Pokemon on a star piece during triple Stardust, very, very lucrative. 1,350 Stardust per catch. So if you can get 100, that's going to be 135,000 Stardust in like 15 minutes, guys. No joke. That's where you saw my video catch 135,000 Stardust. And if you have third evolution Pokemon, which they're currently not in any of the research tasks, it goes up from there, which is even crazier. The current tasks that are going to have second evolution Pokemon are going to be win a raid, hatch an egg, evolve a Pokemon. The evolve a Pokemon can either be an Eevee or a Sandslash. Hopefully you get the Sandslash. Any of those tasks, you would then click in the top left corner. You can run from them, or you can even pre-bury them before you run from them. So like give it a regular raspberry so that when you come to catch it, it's not going to be breaking out of your ball because it's already pre-buried. You won't have to waste any time. With all that said, we are now going to get into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be leading up to the event. Guys, you want to be in a downtown area if you are able to get out. Definitely be in the most densely spawned place that you possibly can be, because it's not just about the Weedle right now, guys. It's about the hottest commodity in the game, which is freeing up your gameplay by having the most amount of Stardust. And right now, with 3 times catch Stardust is what you want to max out on. You don't want to catch any Pokemon leading up to the event within a 30-minute period, because all of those spawns will get boosted and they can change over into Weedle, which then could have shinies for you. You don't want to complete any of the research tasks in the area that you're going to be playing, because they're going to change over and they're going to give you great Ultra and Pineapple berries and other things like that. And additionally, if we do get Weedle as an encounter from a task, the 100% IVs are going to include 195 for level 15. If it's going to be in the wild and it's not going to be weather boosted, meaning it's not going to be cloudy weather or rainy weather, 391 is going to be the 100% IV. And if it's going to be weather boosted, meaning it's going to be rainy or cloudy, which is positive for you guys, because then you're going to get boosted all the way to level 35, but more importantly, you're going to be getting the Stardust. And then at level 35, it's going to be 423, and that's going to be the highest one you can catch. So either 391 under the non-2 weather conditions that boost it are going to be the max CP, or the 423, if it is going to be boosted, is going to be the new max CP, and then 391 is going to be irrelevant as far as the max hundos. But the hundos, not really the most relevant things. We're more into the PvP stats for this particular Pokemon. And as far as the 100% IVs in PvP, if it is not weather boosted, you are safe to catch and evolve any of these Pokemon, because the Beedrill 100% IV is going to be 0, 13, 14 at a level 32.5 for rank 1. With the Drill Run, which has now bumped the Beedrill all the way to rank 111 with Poison Jab, X Scissor, and Drill Run, which is the Calm Day move. And if it is in a shadow form, it's going to be ranked 103. And if you're not familiar with what all the other ranks are, just look for the dropped attack, high defense, and stamina for the Go Battle League, and then you can rank it using GoStadium.club in the IV section to max out, which is then going to lead me to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is going to be the start of the event. So guys, here we go on this one. This is going to be starting the event. The first thing you want to do is activate all your star pieces and your incenses. Here's the tip I'm going to give you guys about the incenses. So the incenses are going to be running for 3 hours, right, during this time frame to activate. So you can activate 2 for a total of 6 hours, or you can keep activating 3 or 4 or 5. You can go all the way to 24 hours for a total of 8 incenses. So if you do plan to do a 24-hour grind, which is crazy, and not sleep, you can do that with boosted incenses for a fraction of the incense cost. Or you can just put on maybe 3 or 4 and go until midnight or 10 p.m. or whatever that is, and have the most amount of Pokemon to get after. But I did a lot last time, and they actually ran all through the night, and I obviously wanted to get some sleep. So I would probably not suggest doing that, but I would suggest potentially putting on 3 to be able to get you an extra 3 hours after the event, which is also going to be during the Solstice event. So guys, you're able to maximize on using this incense boosted after the event. So it's going to be a great time for you guys to get after boosts for that event, especially since we'll have the Shiny Clefairy. We're going to be checking out those tips starting tonight or tomorrow morning, which is then going to lead us to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is going to be when the event is started. First thing I would suggest you guys do is run an auto catcher and clear your stack of Pokemon that are stacked up that I've been talking and suggesting you guys do. You want to get through all those Pokemon immediately. You do not want to have the end of the event come and be like, oh my gosh, I forgot to clear my stack out on the most valuable 3 times catch Stardust. It doesn't get higher than 3 times catch Stardust ever. The Solstice event is going to be 2 times catch Stardust, but still, guys, you want to maximize on this and get it cleared out. You want to look out for the 100% IVs. If it is weather boosted, it's going to slightly deter your ability to get the number 1 ranked PvP. You'll still probably be able to get a good one, but more importantly, you'll be able to get maxed out Stardust, because now you're getting boosted Stardust for the catches, which is going to be good in the rainy or the cloudy weather. And then I also suggest using the skip animation catch trick if you want to check it out up here, or it's called quick catching, meaning you're able to modulate how you throw the ball and use the berry trait to be able to throw hit the Pokemon, let go, tap out, and then run from that Pokemon so you don't have to watch the ball shake, you don't have to watch the catch screen and everything like that. So it's highly valuable to your gameplay, especially when you need to play in a downtown area to max out, which is gonna lead me to tip number 5. Tip number 5 is gonna be post-event. So the event has ended, it is 6 o'clock. Now you are going to trade as many Weedles as you can if you do desire to get a lucky Weedle and get it with the moveset. But if you don't, it doesn't max out incredibly high. It's not super valuable for the Ultra League, so it's not needed. If you do want to get more Weedle candy, you can do this, but you're going to have to trade at least over 10 kilometers to get 2 candy, 100 kilometers to get 3 candy, which would be slightly challenging, but you also want to make sure you evolve your Pokemon. And even if you don't have like a ton or you didn't get a good one, what you can do is just evolve maybe 10 or so and then save those and then find somebody that's low ranked friendship and swap them out and hopefully get a good quality IV for PvP. So that's going to do it, guys. Big highlights here are going to be the boosted incenses, because activating more than 2 is going to lead you into the Solstice event, so you're going to be able to have 3 hours on that Solstice event, which those shinies are very valuable. You're also going to have 3 times catch Stardust, which is the best commodity bonus in the game. And then we have shiny Weedle with the drill run. So that's going to do it, guys. Thank you for tuning in, all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm going to see you guys out on the next video. Peace! I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.